Well, I never can get used to seeing that commercial, but welcome back. We have got ourselves our final tiebreaker game. This is going to be the game that will decide third and fourth place for Group A or Group 1. It's going to be...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No,
I was going to say it's huge.
It is huge. Empire or a Phoenix.
Yes.
That's going to be the opponents for...
the winner.
Well, for the winner. Well, it's going to be Phoenix for the winner. Right. It's going to be... you want to win because it would be the easier matchup, and if you go for the easier matchup, it would instantly get you like about $5,000 more, which is it's quite a big thing. Yeah, it's quite an incentive. So this is a very very important match for both teams. A lot of stress. We do have a toss being done, of course, for the sides. Where it looks like we're going to have Na'Vi on the Dire side with RoX.KiS having first pick. So that will be the decision that has been made. And yeah, Dire side, we've seen... Dire side has won so far, these two games that we've seen. Yes. Previous two tiebreakers. Yes. And I mean, I don't want to call it all on Dire side, obviously, but it does play a big factor.
The sides are pretty balanced. There's different reasons why Dire's better, just because it's kind of a given now that if you have a hero that can reduce armor or that likes to get a medallion that at 13, 14 minutes, as long as you have some modicum of map control, you can take a Roshan. But for the Radiant, you obviously have better pull camps. The Ancients are easier to get to, a little bit safer. Your off lane's easier. So there's a lot. They even out. Like it's just about like what teams prefer. Like if you're good at certain heroes that are good on Dire, you maybe want to prefer Dire. If you're Arteezy and you want to be really greedy with those pull camps in mid with your Naga Siren, you want Radiant. So it just goes up to team preference.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's so much to be said about this match in terms of draft, because there's so many options. We've seen both of these two teams go for so many different strategies.
These are the Eastern European chess masters at work, right?
Yeah, it's so much hype around this match. And of course, I mean, earlier today, these two teams faced as well, and it was RoX.KiS that came out victorious. Now, we know, and you already mentioned earlier today as well, that Na'Vi plays well with their backs against the wall. Like, they are the loser bracket team, and I think we're going to see that back here as well. Having said that, the same can be kind of said for RoX.KiS.
They won a tiebreaker.
Yes.
They beat a very good team in Cloud9.
I mean, that for them, yeah. And they, like previous match against Na'Vi, for them was already playing with their backs against the wall. So there is a lot of pressure on this match for both teams, and I feel like so much is going to be decided in the draft. If the draft is even, then it's going to be an insane game. I just hope that, because both teams are fairly aggressive overall, I hope they don't cancel each other out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, gosh. Because it just depends. Okay, and RoX.KiS, they're going for the big guns here. We're not quite into the draft yet, so we'll leave that a bit tense. There we go. Yeah. They're banning the Centaur, actually, which I think is a good idea because Sodoi hasn't really been that comfortable on heroes that aren't Centaur at Starladder so far. When
I interviewed Goblak, he also mentioned that Centaur was one of the heroes that he really liked, or at least I think he said that. It might have been someone else, but someone said it today. I've talked to so many people today.
It's obvious in their play, right?
Yeah, it is. It surely is. Although I have to say, Nature's Prophet by Sodoi,
it was really good.
I wouldn't mind seeing that one again.
It was really good.
So far, by the way, Na'Vi might decide to leave Lycan in the pool. Do they consider themselves the second DK here? Because, I mean, you said it. Lycan has not won yet, and that could be because it was on the Radiant side, and Na'Vi is Dire, so if they let it through, Lycan would be on the Radiant side.
RoX.KiS will pick it. If it's available, RoX will get it.
Yeah, because you don't want Na'Vi on the Dire side to get Lycan. There's just no way.
No, that's the worst part. And see, since their first pick, they get to not have to ban it, right?
Yep. Oh, no. That means that also Ember is still in the pool.
In the tree, and they banned the tree. All right.
So
I won't let Goblak get that tree.
No tree.
It's a bold move. We'll see what RoX does.
Do you really want to give a Lycan?
No, I honestly think you have to pick the Lycan. Yeah. Not even just because you think you have to get the hero, but more because you can't let Na'Vi get it. And this draft is flying.
Yeah, I mean, they knew what they were going to go for. After that last ban.
Ember Spirit Dazzle, fantastic, wonderful build. Let's hope it's actually played by Dindy instead of Funnick. I have a lot of confidence in Funnick's ability as a player, but his Ember Spirit looked rusty.
Oh, look at that win rate percentage. We were talking earlier about Mirana Bane.
It makes sense. That's the same reason he's good with Luna.
Yeah.
AoE right click plus AoE armor reduction is good. Who knew?
Well, and on top of that, of course, Dazzle's one of those heroes that can protect you early on. Ember Spirit is one of those heroes that is fairly squishy early on, so he'll be able to output a lot of damage, and he'll be healed up by Dazzle, saved by the Dazzle.
So if you pick your standard like heroes that are supposed to be able to kill Ember Spirit, you get like a Doom, a Silencer, or a Storm Spirit, and they engage like they all, like the entire team just like runs at the Ember Spirit to try to kill him, and they silence him. One really good Shallow Grave can turn that entire engagement around, because suddenly the entire team has blown all their good abilities trying to kill that one hero, and he's still alive.
Yeah.
And we saw that happen a lot previously.
And this Invoker, solo, we saw him earlier today on Invoker. He went for Exort, I believe.
Yes. He's went almost, like, I don't think there's been anything but Exort Invokers. I think S4 might have went Quas Wex, because S4 doesn't really play Exort.
True.
But everything other Invoker I've seen, I think, has been Exort.
Are you going to expect it here too? Because it's still, I'm going to make the same point earlier. Mana burning, that Dazzle and Ember, that just wrecks the combination early on. It will still be strong later on. But
it's good, but when you have the global presence that they're going to have, I could see them picking a Nature's Prophet as well.
Oh, look at that. Talking to Goblak, he said, Lycan still first pick material, but if you have something, he said, if you have something like Centaur against him, or otherwise Chen or Enchantress to get his Necro units out of the way, well, you know, Centaur is already removed by Na'Vi, so they kind of maybe shot themselves in the foot by doing that, but now Chen and Enchantress removed as well.
Ember Spirit, like we saw in the previous game, does really, really, really well at getting rid of, not the previous game, but the last game that we saw where Ember Spirit was going up against the Lycan. Does a really good job of getting rid of Necro units, the little zoo.
Yeah.
So.
That is true. If he gets enough damage, if he gets a couple of rapiers.
Yeah, if you get if you get a couple of Battle Furies, there's so many units to cleave up against, and you like to just send in mass units, right?
Yeah, for sure. Mirana picked up by Na'Vi again. We saw Mirana, of course, by Avos in the previous game.
Yeah. Maybe he'll hit some arrows this time. His arrows were not exactly on point in the last game.
And he had a Bane then. Bane is banned out now.
Havos Mirana is legendary. Like, I'm not going to say that Havos does not get a Mirana, because if you go back to TI1 days when he was playing offlane for Na'Vi, when they won TI, he was running Mirana almost every single game.
Yeah.
That was almost because there wasn't really, you ran either like Weaver or Mirana offlane. There wasn't really much else to play. But Havost is very experienced on Mirana, so he definitely has the ability to hit his arrows. He just had a rough game, and this is why Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, Mirana is of course also one of those heroes that is decent on aggressive trialing, which I think we're going to see again, especially now with the Sand King pickup as well. I mean, I think we actually saw this exact same aggressive trialing earlier today against the Lycan as well.
I think we ended up not seeing it because they ended up splitting off into dual lanes.
Oh yeah.
Because we were surprised. They were kind of like musical lanes. That was when IG ran it, remember?
Yeah,
and
Sand King.
They just kept going back and forth. Like all heroes were roaming. Ferrari started off in the safe lane, decided to go mid. The Mirana decided to go safe lane, started off mid. It was just ridiculous. And we'll see.
We had to have a healing hero. Yeah, hey, saying that, where is Ancient Apparition?
They haven't banned it.
Not banned.
And they're not going to pick it either.
No, neither team
Navi's
is.
Not gonna pick
actually. Maybe RoX.KiS.
RoX.KiS got away without banning Ancient Apparition.
There's still a Dazzle on the side. Like, there's heals on both sides.
Yeah. And no team bans any hero like RoX.KiS bans Ancient Apparition. They have like a 70% ban rate for banning Ancient Apparition. Like, I haven't seen it in my research, a single team that hates on one hero so much. Because you think about Ancient Apparition, he's oftentimes a first ban hero. A lot of times, get rid of him. So you're talking about a 70% ban rate. That's taking out of the account where they ban second and the other team bans Ancient Apparition first. So they very rarely don't ban that hero.
They let it through earlier today as well against Na'Vi.
Yeah, maybe they're facing their fears.
Well, then they won. So maybe their fears are now like gone. They did it, and you know, no more fears for Ancient Apparition. Na'Vi, of course, still could ban it out because it definitely is a good hero to still have for RoX.KiS. That being said, RoX.KiS is kind of lacking the Sable.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind seeing something else in combination with that Abaddon. I like Abaddon, don't get me wrong, he's an okay hero, but if you're going to expect an aggressive trial with a Dazzle, a Sand King, and a Mirana against your Lycan and Abaddon, I'm not going to give you much chance.
Abaddon's kind of like Treant, right? He's kind of rooted into his lane. He's not a very good roamer.
Yeah.
So if Na'Vi puts a lot of pressure on mid, which they can with Mirana, Sand King, Dazzle, if you don't pick another hero that can roam and support and help out the Invoker, like Abaddon can go and like throw a shield and be like, please don't do enough damage. Like, here's the shield. Stay alive, please. Like, he needs something else that can leave the lane and go do work, basically. And that's really what they need here. A very roamy support.
Yeah, I didn't point out the Nature's Prophet, but I'm happy to see Cedo and Nature's Prophet again. That's just going to be a treat to watch.
It's good, and that's why we're going to see an X-Wing.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go for the zoo again. You're going to have Forge Spirits. They're going to have wolves. They're going to have little Nature's Prophet babies.
I was not expecting a Timbersaw ban. Like, Timbersaw has been so out of favor lately.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's another hero that can deal out a lot of AoE and just deal with...
Is this the exact same lineup that IG had earlier? Or am I starting to see things?
I think so. No. They had...
they had OD in a different game.
Yeah, OD in a different game because they ran a different offlaner. They ran Bat.
But you can definitely tell that they took inspiration from those games, though.
Yes. I think the thing... RoX is going in with this crazy push, right? It's going to be a crazy push.
Yeah.
They're going to have so many summon units, they're going to have another zoo. The RoX Zoo. If Ember Spirit gets those multiple Battle Furies up again...
Someone's having fun with pings.
They do that. I can't remember. There's one guy on Na'Vi who's a particularly bad perpetrator of this.
Okay, so you're already blaming Na'Vi.
I am, because I've been in several matches and drafts where someone from Na'Vi just spams pings in the draft.
Okay, well, they're the ones whose draft is done, so I can imagine them being in the...
Yeah. I think they're trying to show us who's doing it. Who's spamming the pings?
Look at the smile on Denny's face. That just shouts guilty, right?
I did it. Okay. I think...
And they're laughing about it as well, so there you go. Or this Havos. I see Havos. Yep. And now he's typing, so he
does not surprise me if it's Havos at all.
Smiling. There we go. Perpetrator found.
Havos says it's a bug.
Yeah, sure it is.
Sure.
Okay, so last zero needed for RoX.KiS. It could be anything at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if they want to be really risky, then yeah, they can maybe get away with only a Baden next to that Lycan. No. But that's maybe a bit too risky. It would be a bit too greedy.
I could see like a Vengeful Spirit, maybe.
That's such a short
range.
I
think the auras are okay for team fighting. Like, you're going to be doing this 5-man deathball push. Okay, Rubik.
A very safe support as well.
There's not that many good spells to steal here.
You can't steal bad spells from Dazzle though. So if you if you
Dazzle has good
Dazzle
spells
and Marana.
Oh, it's gonna see. It's gonna be Funnick Ember again. I was kind of expecting it to be like a safe lane OD.
Don't sound too disappointed.
No, it's okay. Well, I mean, I have faith in Funnick.
Okay.
I honestly think it was just a bad game.
Okay.
We've seen him play Funnick. We've seen Funnick play Ember Spirit before and do well. Not in this tournament, but in previous tournaments, and he did fine. So the only thing I have an issue with maybe for this draft is that they're gonna give a lot of priority to Havost and Dindy, and Funnick. That Battle Fury is going to be long in getting up. It's going to take him a while to get that Battle Fury going. It's going to be a 22, 25-minute Battle Fury.
Well, if he's going to safe line against Nature's Prophet, he should be able to do okay-ish. Especially since we know that Cedo is very active, so he might leave the lane a couple of times.
It's true, but he's probably not going to rush it. He's probably going to try to get a drum first.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a while before he can really counter those Necro 3s that are going to come out ASAP. We're probably going to see Solo get a Midas first, but it's...
On the other side, if Na'Vi does their job well in the aggressive trial lane, the Necronomicon will at least take a while before it gets online on the side of the Lycan, that is.
I feel like not giving an Ember Spirit farm priority is odd, because he's a hero that really needs items to do stuff.
It looks like... No. How are they going to run? Like, they're just roaming top right now.
No, yeah, they're just going to make sure Funnick's jungle doesn't get, like, roamed upon.
Yeah, so once again, people, we are watching the third game in the three-way tiebreakers between Na'Vi and RoX.KiS. Winner of this match will face MVP Phoenix in the loser bracket. Loser of this match will face Empire in the loser bracket, and there's a definite preference for both teams to be wanting to face MVP Phoenix. So that's quite scary. What's Kuroki doing?
I'm not sure. Just chilling. 30 seconds. Just casually dropping his sentry ward.
Yeah.
Casually just chatting.
Face off.
Chatting with Roche.
Stare Roshan down. It's a new strategy.
So what's new with you?
Yep. But yeah, I mean, important match for sure. Na'Vi on the Dire side, and it will be RoX.KiS, of course, on the Radiant side, as we already saw. And a lot of pressure on this game. And of course, after this game, like, this is the last game that we're casting together. After this game, you'll have the semi-finals for the winners bracket, and Merlini and LD will be rested and back here for you for those games, for those of threes.
They better yell.
They better
I want
yell.
some screaming.
Me too. I want to hear it, even though I would be in the crowd listening to Russian. It will work. Good. I have to actually have a Templar session now. But it might work.
All right, well, Havost, he's got an invis rune. He's roaming body. He wants to set something up.
Hello. Arrow or a ping's going out. Oh, Cedo, he should have noticed. He'd been blocked like a little bit. Maybe he's not watching his character. Arrow coming out. They hit him. Is there any backup? No, there's no
not really
reinforcements.
That was just Havost being cheeky.
Havost being cheeky. Well, it worked out. Let's take a look at who's playing what then, as we do have our aggressive trial in here for Na'Vi. They were on the Dire side, as already mentioned. Havost playing the Morana once again. Kuroki on the Sand King, and that will leave Dazzle for Puppy. Ember, what are you doing and why you're taking so much damage? Ember played by Funnick. Look at that damage already going through with the howl damage coming out from that Rubik. That just hurts. Last but not least, it's of course Dendi playing the OD. Is going to be on his typical mid lane, and perhaps is going to have Puppy backing him up, but for now, looks like he's rotating top to help out Funnick a little bit.
Yeah. And for RoX.KiS, we're going to have on the Abaddon Goblak, he's going to be beside Sidoi, the Nature's Prophet. They're both dual laning up in the safe lane. In the mid lane, it will be Solo on his signature, probably at this point Invoker, one of his most played heroes. Up in the top lane, we will have Lycan, played by 633, also known as BZZ is Perfect, and journeying him will be a Rubik, played by Yol. And this is a very interesting decision here. They're running dual lanes, and they're putting the Nature's Prophet safe and the Lycan up top.
Yeah.
So RoX.KiS has been doing this for the last 3 games we've seen them play.
Dual lanes. Yeah.
Dual lanes, throwing the other team off, thinking the lane is going to be X way, and just being like, no, we're going to do this instead. So when they saw Funnick on the Ember Spirit, they knew it was going to be a solo safe lane.
Yeah.
Ember Spirit. So like, okay, well, we can't just let him just be up against the Nature's Prophet and get free farm, right? So they run a dual lane up against it. And so they make Puppy come up top.
Yeah, I feel like it's very safe.
It is
for
very
them.
safe.
Like, neither of the lanes, like if you just look at the lane matchup, wait a second, we might have a bit of a rotation. Yol's actually coming mid here with this Rubik. Cold Snap already going out on Dendi.
Sidoi's
Where's the
coming in
lift? There's going to be the lift, and that's going to be your first blood right there, taken by Sidoi, because he just takes, that's him. First blood for RoX.KiS. Early rotation and catching Dendi kind of off guard by the looks of things.
Ridiculously early teleporting to other lanes for Sidoi. And he's got a Basilius. He's already got 780 gold, or nearly 800 gold. Oh, as we see an arrow.
Yeah, Burrow Strike into that arrow. There's going to be a shield, though, for Godluck still if he thinks he needs it. But it looks like there it is. Is there enough damage? He's going to force them to dive the tower if they really want to get him. And he's actually denying himself. Oh, my God. The plays. And actually, Kuroki's going to get picked up. And hey, look at that.
Gosh,
hey, Sidoi, welcome back to another lane where it's not really your lane. But hey, oh, actually, this is his lane. Never mind.
It's a present.
Yeah,
walk back and here's a Sand King on a silver platter for me.
Yep. He actually almost got some hits up on a host, but he popped himself and he was fast enough.
And so Sidoi,
he's
with the kill and an assist now, he's almost got his phase boots already. And he's just going to be able to get these from the side shop.
Yeah.
And
have even a bigger impact when rotating around.
Gosh, he'll just be able to go to any lane. So no dive is safe.
Yep. Yeah, it was just a bit greedy going that far for the bad, and that could indeed potentially suicide, which he did. Good job, good play by Godblank, by the way. That's like 75 damage. How much damage? Yeah, 75 self damage that you have to time properly.
Kuroki wandering top. They're ready to shut down this Lycan.
Yeah, he has got burst like level 1 only, so they need the poison from Puppy to maybe set it up, but he doesn't have poison yet. They have to have the change from the Ember. He does have his Steering Chains, and now he also has Slayer Fist, so he might be able to get it off.
I mean, if they go on that, Sidoi's got his phase boots already, and he would just TP in.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Too. Yeah, it is.
Having a Nature's Prophet do this well early, like I said, no dive, no gank, no roam is safe, because all of a sudden there can be another hero involved. And at this early point in the game, he's hitting for 95 each right click.
What is Yul doing here? Oh, forces at least Kuroki away. Also because Solo came in. And Abaddon took the regen rune for him. Oh well, why not? So
it's just like Na'Vi is really in a bad position right now because they can't put the pressure on this Lycan that they really wanted to.
Yeah, they're actually gonna... Oh, Sidoi, what are you doing here, dude? He's got a shield.
That was not their best.
No. Okay.
But it's pressure. It's basically... I mean, Dendi had to go back. He's going to lose a little bit of experience and farm. But, I mean...
It looked like they wanted to go in. Like, if he would have forced him forward, then that would have been a kill because Yul was there too for a lift-off. And Sidoi is just... Look at that harass. There's just so much coming out from that Nature's Prophet. It's insane.
They are letting Funnick get a little too much farm though here, I believe. He's the highest farmer in the game right now.
Yep.
He's staying pretty safe.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, oh, Puppy, careful there. Takes a lot of damage. That howl, those wolves. He should be fine for the moment. KuroKi also coming in now with level 2 Burrow Strike. And of course he had boots, which he already had earlier. So can't really afford to chase that too much. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, despite Na'Vi losing 2 heroes, they're not doing bad.
No, they're not. They're doing a good job of staying farmed up.
Yeah. That's for sure. So for Denny's also doing really well mid. I mean, he's sitting on 24 to 17. And 14 to 10 for Invoker.
does very well against Invoker in lane. Any intelligence-based hero, because you get imprisoned, you lose damage. And even though Solo's gone Exhort, it's still really hard for him to last hit because he's Invoker.
Yep.
And because Denny's already hitting for 97 himself.
Yeah, what do you think KuroKi's doing? Are they planning on going on this? Look at how careful BCZ is, though.
Being safe, like.
No, he wants to go.
I mean, BCZ's being safe, but he's got to start getting some farm here soon. 15 last hits at 6 minutes.
It's nighttime, so he's not in vision right now. He should be aware soon, though, that he's there. And maybe then, oh, yo.
So much hate for Dindy, man.
So much hate for him. Like, he's forced back to base, actually, so. He's gonna have his wand. Oh, KuroKi sees it now. Yeah, okay. That was like, he was standing so close. Now he can't catch up because also Lycan has got boots and oh, that's an illusion.
That is not real.
Nice try, I guess. But, you know, you never know. They didn't see him picking up that rune because right now, I mean, we're 7 minutes in. The wards of Na'Vi have disappeared. Like, they don't have any rune vision at all at this point. The only ward that's up is for RoX.KiS, which is about to disappear, I would imagine. Yeah, it's still blocking the small camp so that they can't pull.
And Sadoy's 500 gold from his Midas.
He is fat. He
has been the MVP of this, like, recent strong, like, surge of play from RoX.KiS.
Yeah, him on Nature's Prophet is just, oh. Mirana ultimate use. They want to go top, I think. But I mean, this got scouted out.
Playing too safe.
Everybody knows it. Look at on the minimap. Everybody's moving back to their towers. Doesn't matter which lane. They hide behind their towers. They saw that ultimate, and they played safe, and which is the right call, obviously. But it's oh, left. They want to try and maybe do something to fun. Pause. Oh, what? What lag for Solo mid lane? He is doing okay. I don't think he's in any trouble right now. I mean. No. Can they go top? Can they kill Funnick? Can people teleport in? Let's take a quick look. Of course, Nature's Prophet can teleport in.
He'll have a level 4 Sunstrike to invoke as well, Solo will.
Yep.
So, Sadoy, TP on cooldown. He's got his Midas recipe. So if Na'Vi does not need to dive this.
No.
Because if they get hit with a Sunstrike and Sadoy TP's in, this could easily be a turnaround.
Yeah, Abaddon is carrying a teleport as well, so... Oh, Burrow Strike, they're actually going to go for this. They're going to be able to kill off Yul before anything else happens, or are they?
Yul is still alive.
There we go. Now he finally drops. They took a lot of damage for that. That one, Cedo is here. Looking for those right clicks. He can do that. He has the shield.
The Sunstrike?
And no Sunstrike coming out. Maybe now. Puppy's stuck in the... Look at the damage coming out. Does have a grave, though, and he gets it off actually in time, so he will be okay. No mana on the Invoker, I guess, then?
There was no Sunstrike invoke. I think he got Astral, and so he didn't have enough mana to invoke it.
Fair enough. But they got a kill. Na'Vi got their first kill, and they're going to have some problems maybe here with KuroKi. He's still going to be able to Burrow Strike. Gets it, jumps into trees, though, and actually shouldn't have... Oh, they thought he was still there. They thought he was... As in, they thought they didn't... He made it to the other side, but he did not. So, lucky that he didn't show himself. Was close.
So our score will even up? So our scores will even up?
Well, not really.
Not really, because there's a suicide.
Yeah.
It's true. But Na'Vi's been doing the better job of farming. Although, actually, RoX.KiS, if you look at the graphs, hold a slight gold and experience lead.
Yeah, 750 is not that much, but might just be enough to make a difference. Look at the damage that Dundee is taking. So be so careful. 6 stacks of minus armor. That's so scary. Of that one Forge Spirit. This is just one Spirit that was allowed to hit him 6 times.
Another thing about the difference between Quas Wex and Exhort, like, it's really hard to do Quas Wex versus an Invoker. Because you have, like, you're getting Astraled so much, if you don't have the Exhort points, it's just impossible to last it against him.
Careful there, Funnick might be getting lifted here.
There's a lift.
His Flame Guard is still active for a little while longer, tries to do what he can. He is going to take a lot of damage though, and of course, in comes Tito. His Sunstrike is going to get dodged. Funnick's still on the run. No Moonlight Shadow to help him out. There's a cooldown for Mirana, and it's Rubik that goes down to the Sand King instead. It was KuroKi that was able to buy time for Funnick to get out, gets the kill. KuroKi's still getting chased down by dogs, but he can Burrow Strike to the high ground if he wants to, or he can...
Yeah, you're going to run out. Well, solo.
Yeah. This could be scary. Oh, the wolves disappear. There we go. Cold Snap still coming out though, and he's out of mana. He can't burst away. He's gonna only got 1 stick charge. He is in trouble. High ground miss. No, but the heal comes out from Poppy, and that's gonna be enough for him to
Funny's
be
going on Sidoi.
living. Sidoi, that would be a big kill. He's gonna try to teleport out, but he can't do it in time. He'll go down. Funnick able to get that kill. Moonlight Shadow will block his escape. Nicely done. And now Na'Vi definitely ahead in kills, even with that deny that Godlike was able to get.
And so Funnick was really smart there. He had a Remnant still in lane. He had taken a lot of damage from that previous go, and so he went back home, filled up, popped off the tank, and was able to come back in and prevent both KuroKy from dying and get a kill himself.
Yeah, and they actually move RoX.KiS move Yall to the bottom lane. Because he's still level 4 and he wants to get some levels, so then he's going to take it. Yeah, he definitely does. Smart choice of rotating him. They've also rotated Godlike, who's close to level 6. He'll get it on this top lane.
Right.
Mechanism being built up by Danny, almost done as well. Sunstrike. Oh, Cold Star.
Oh, it's going to catch, but I don't think he's going to have
maybe stick charges. Where's Sidoi? Thinking about teleporting in, but he can't get it. And actually,
right decision.
Dazzle is close by, so this is a clear bait. He has to be so careful though. But he's going to be okay. It's Rubik that actually died on the bottom lane.
Funny's coming in though.
Oh, can he actually do something? Yes, they can. Solo taking a large bunch of damage. Grave will come out and then he will keep him up for the moment. And Solo trying to do what he can. Actually gets a cold snap out on Puffy, but it's not going to be enough to get a kill. And Funnick, he just gets himself that kill on Solo. Then he still ended up dying from the side. Lycan coming in, Wolf form and all. Gets chained though, and Funnick will be able to jump himself to the other side with the Flame Remnant. And that was a pretty close call. And in the end, I mean, with so many people there, it turned out to be a one-on-one with both of the solo mids dying. And of course, I guess Rubik died bottom lane, so that was a bit of extra favor for Na'Vi, but that was close. And actually, look at KuroKy. He's waiting for someone to come in to backstab and burst, so I can kill off with an arrow and a Starstorm level 4 by a Vost.
Funnick's making me eat crow. He's playing a very good Ember Spirit this game.
Well, it's Solo. He's been doing really well. He's 3-0 and 1, and actually, yeah, they're gonna go Burrow Strike here coming out on Solo. Cold Step is first though. He still gets a Burrow Strike off. We have Poppy around here as well. Starstorm is still gonna be able to stay alive. He got the Ice Wall off, but he's not gonna be able to stay alive. There's a kill though, going the way of the Invoker actually. The Force Spirit doing the work. It's still turning out on a 1-for-1, which is a favorable trade for Na'Vi because they only lost the Sand King.
Godlike was so close to getting there in time to throw up a shield. Just not quite quick enough. And they have 3 bottom. They might loop around and try to get a kill on Godlike here. Godlike does have borrowed time. I don't think it would be smart to go in him here.
A smoke already jumped. Funnick realizes he's not alone, and actually there's no mana on this Lycan.
Solo.
That's an amazing pickup for him. Dominating Funnick. This Ember Spirit is insanely scary, and I'm kind of worried right now for RoX.KiS.
This is the difference between the last Ember Spirit we saw and this Ember Spirit. Is Funnick, Na'Vi supported him up top. They threw supports up there. They kept him from getting ganked constantly. They just dedicated a lot of their time to him so that when it came time for the mid game, he wasn't forced to do much without any items, right? Funnick's able to play comfortable and safe. He can go in for kills. He's got items. He's got farm. He's willing to take these chances and not be completely squish, right? He's able to get a bracer up. He's got a Ring of Aquila as well. He's going to go in for another kill.
Yeah, he has got a Burst Strike to back him up as well. And actually, Nappy Sensor being used by KuroKy. Burst Strike will not even be used. Nice kill. And again, such an important pickup because right now, this game is being held together by Nature's Prophet. He is the one supposedly creating space, as they say, for that Lycan to get bigger. I mean, Lycan is not doing bad.
There's not even a... There are no Necros even being started.
Exactly, so it's kind of scary. We do have him with the Vlads ready. He has also got a smoke in his inventory for BCZ, but he's ready inside, and we talked about this.
Doesn't even have his medallion that he likes to go.
Yeah, well, he's almost got it. He started that, but is he gonna is he gonna try to sneak in Roshan once he has that? Because it's not gonna be easy. Last time we saw
hard from Radiant.
Like last time he went for Ancients instead when that build was done.
Yeah, I don't really know if the smoke that he keeps in his inventory is actually for Rosh or not, just because it's so risky on Radiant to go in and do that. And you can hear the howl when he uses it. I don't know. It's just too risky, I think, especially when you have a hero like Ember Spirit, that if he even gets an inkling of you there, he can just throw an Remnant in. So, I don't know. I feel like it would be extremely risky if they go for it. And I think he's going in right now. He's doing it.
I don't know if he should.
I think this is a terrible decision.
Denny is close by, but he might as well scout it. He's not going to scout it.
I don't think they're going to check.
And they're going to pressure top lane, so If they're going to get both the tower and the
Micro rules?
Roshan,
Thank you.
that would be insane. That would be great. I say insane a lot. I realize that now.
That's fine.
Oh, well.
Okay. He's making me regret my decision. RoX.KiS did a very good job of pushing this tower, diverting the attention up here to this tower, and he's going to get this Rosh.
Yeah, not even denied. Attempted by Funny, but couldn't get it. Are they even going to get that tier 1 in return? We do have
This
Cedo.
is ridiculously good for RoX.KiS.
Oh, yeah.
This was just supposed to be a diversion, and Na'Vi just decided to trade instead.
Which they can't
they're going to
even-
get a tower and Rosh out of this and defend their mid tower.
Yeah, they might get a deny because this siege creep is getting that.
Wow.
Age is taken.
That's an amazing play from
That's huge.
RoX.KiS.
And tower denied. That's like 3 wins
Wow.
across the board within a matter of like 20
With the Lycan
seconds.
completely out in the middle of nowhere. Completely open to being ganked as well. That was just unfortunate decision. I don't think it's necessarily bad decision making considering the time, and they don't know that there's a Lycan there. But
You don't expect
really
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's
It
right
was really
inside.
unfortunate for Na'Vi the fact that they tried to make these trades, and Vos is going to die here too.
Wow, that was
So these last 2
Moronic.
minutes, RoX.KiS catching up in a lot of ways, taking towers, denying towers, getting Roshans.
No. Oh, what's Na'Vi gonna do? Like, they have to just continue farming up. You know what?
It's the
This
Ember
the
Spirit
silent force of the OD.
Right.
We haven't really seen that one all too much.
No, we haven't seen it too much. Funnick is getting towards his. He's going to start building his Battle Fury now. So it's kind of a race against the clock at this point. It's can Funnick get up his Battle Fury fast enough to deal with these mass Necro books that are about to come out from RoX.KiS? Or will RoX.KiS be able to kind of 5-man Deathball push some of this areas, some of these towers, before he gets it up?
It's a time battle. Like, even though for this game time rating is not important anymore, this is like they're still ticking a ticking clock there.
I'm also curious to see if Solo is gonna. He already went for the bracer because he saw the hate on him so much mid.
Yeah.
We'll see if he forgoes the Midas as well this game, or if he goes straight for the Necro book.
We might if his team pressures him.
I feel like if he was gonna get the Midas, he wouldn't have went the bracer.
Nah, then he would have gone straight Midas. Look at
Right.
that damage of Vos forced back. Avosi is sitting,
Solo might go-
leap away, Sunstrike coming out and actually clips him
not
on
quite.
his tail, but not going to be enough.
That's kind of a low percentage play, throwing out the Sunstrike first and then trying to catch them with the Sunstrike, but it's worth the shot.
Hey, they chased him away, and they have got an army of creeps here, and they can take down the tower. Or at least they're going to attempt to. Funnick is coming in, though, and they already have Puppy around here as well.
Here comes the first Necro book. The Zoo has gotten his first outside members.
They're really small. Free gold, though, for Funnick. Sanity's Eclipse, but that actually, oh my god, that whiffed!
Didn't hit anyone.
He was in his Sanity's Eclipse, or in his Slay of Fist. They are going to lift him. Moonlight Shadow so far, he's still going to be okay for the moment. Some armor coming out as well.
Oh, that was Yol? Yeah, okay, yeah. I didn't realize Yol had stolen it.
Sand King sitting in his sandstorm. Moonlight Shadow is about to run out. There is still a little bit of a lost Mirana, like in front of that. It's daytime as well, so they scouted him out. He's going to teleport away. Should be able to be doing that just fine.
The Zoo takes its first tower.
That Sanity's Eclipse, though, like that was...
Yes. It was a zoning Sanity's Eclipse.
Yeah,
but
but
they got the
random.
tower off of that. Come on.
Well, zoning. It
It
worked.
was a zoning Eclipse.
But yeah, they were on the same team. Like Slay of Fist and Hammer, so didn't dodge anything. But oh well.
Here comes our second Necro book. I don't know what they call it, the Zoo strat or the library stat or the...
I would say if it was a Zoo strat, that would be a Chen or Enchantress involved because those have the animals.
But, it's true, but, you know, Forge Spirits and...
I don't consider
Treants, Treants are technically animals. They're just like humanoids, right? They're like familiars. They're not really supposed to be like normal animals. Anyway, we're digressing here.
Yeah. Well, this is looks like the start for RoX.KiS. Like even with not level 3 Necrobooks ready just yet, but the start for them to just go for the pushes. They're not really forcing anything out, apart from the Sanity's Eclipse.
Right.
But they're just slow pushing, and they have the manpower to do so. They're forcing Na'Vi to be the one to be aggressive, and they are not ready for it yet. They don't have the damage yet to really
Deal with it.
deal with it. They have to hope that RoX.KiS is overextending so that they can pick someone off.
Oh, and Solo did go for a Midas, which I think
Still.
was a good decision because I feel like the last game when he skipped the Midas, he was just
On their level.
he was too useless in the late game. He had
Yeah.
2 items. He was underleveled. He was really not impressive at that point in the game.
Well, so far he's the second highest level in the game, I guess.
Yeah.
It's only Phonic that is higher than he is.
He didn't get nearly as much hate this game. He had a rough early game in terms of just his laning, his laning experience. But he didn't get near as much hate in terms of just raw ganking. He didn't die as many times. So he is definitely in a better position than he was in their last game.
We actually see Puppey just picking up a gem. Yeah. So that's going to try to just close out the vision for Na'Vi. For RoX.KiS, wow. Doesn't those two up a lot, but they want to try and at least reduce their farming ground because they have got a lot of greedy heroes, and if they can make sure that Na'Vi has all the vision and that RoX.KiS has none, that's going to close down the space for farming a little bit. It's important
to see wolves too.
Yep.
Because wolves give a lot of vision. If you're just not using them to farm, you can kind of throw them out and look around, and if you can see the wolves, you can know that they have vision. You can know that they know.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, Battle Fury is going to be Phonic's first item. He's quite a long way away, though. It's going to take a while.
Just got the Void Stone right now.
And the pressure mid continues. I mean, it's slow, but they've... Oh, wait a second. That Sunstrike did not hit. Dendy taking quite a bit of a beating, but Puppey is close by, so it should be okay. That's actually... that's Rubik with a Flame Guard. Look at that. He's so orange. He's got level 4 Sandstorm now as well. Might not be the greatest steal. Oh, look at that army of creeps. Fortification pops straight away. There's not even a howl used, but it's already so much damage coming out. Sandstorm will try to slow it down. Phonic might actually be trying for something. Gets some chains off, but it's a Lycan. Don't want to go for that. They're going to have to deny their tower. This Siege Creep might actually stop that from happening.
Siege Creep?
Ooh, that was close, but tower denied. And that makes the tower denies even again, by the way, because of course mid-tower was also denied on the side of RoX.KiS. Blink Dagger.
That's big.
That is big. Sand King, such a playmaker too.
I mean, this
hero.
Blink Burrow Strike is their biggest counter push right now.
Yep. If they can, like they have to get RoX.KiS to be 5.
Should always just finish his Necro 3 as well.
But they if RoX.KiS is going to group up as 5, they have to have that Sand King to have the best Burrow Strike epicenters that he's ever done with Blink. There's a lot of pressure on KuroKy this game. What do you think about the OD pick and all this? I mean, he was okay on the lane, but I feel like he has a mechanism for his team as well, and he's not doing bad by any means, but I just feel like he's feeling underwhelming to me.
I think the idea is that the orb does extra damage against summoned units, but it's not that much because you still have to right click them all individually, right? And there's like 40. They're throwing so many at you.
Yeah.
I think that was the idea. It was just shut down solo mid, which he somewhat did, but Solo's actually gone for a Blink Dagger now instead of rushing a Necro Book, which is interesting. And I don't think that OD works that well as a summoned unit counter.
Burrow Strike up onto Epicenter recasted as well. Gets it up. Moonlight Shadow coming out. He's still going to take some damage from the Sunstrike. Doesn't look like it actually. He will be graved, living for the moment. But it doesn't look like RoX.KiS suffered from that Epicenter at all. And they're actually going to chase down Dendy. The Necro unit's given the vision. Dendy in some trouble. Has still got his Force Staff. Will be able to use it to get away. Puppey is going to be okay. And somehow, I kind of wrote off KuroKy for dead, to be honest. But he
the
lives.
creeps are still going after him.
Yeah, ooh, Sandstorm. But they know where he is. Deafening Blast.
They had a bloodlust.
Yeah, they did. That was some hatred from those creeps. They get him still.
KuroKy's like, come on, man.
And they get a tower off the back of that, too.
Yeah.
That's
this
important.
Is looking bad. How close is Phonic to his Battle Fury? He's got a Perseverance. Okay, he's actually pretty close. He's got his Perseverance and 2,200 gold, so he'll have it very soon. In this third, and the Necro Book 3 comes out for Lycan, so it's good timing for Phonic.
Oh, top lane, they catch Mirana.
Vost.
He did take down the tower, though, before he died, and he actually got the last hit for it as well. So that... Go crazy, Twitch chat. I do. I don't know how. Like, not in a... no, this is like... I don't
click
know.
on the eye, right?
Nope.
Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, well.
Oh, well. So far.
And Phonic does have the Battle Fury, so that's perfect timing. As soon as they finish, like, the second they finish off the second Necro 3, Phonic gets the Battle Fury, and that's huge.
Is it big enough?
I think it's the best thing they have besides Blink Burrow Strike at stopping the Zoo. They're just the Death Ball push. Like, the Blink Burrow Strike is good for killing the heroes, whereas Phonic's Sleight of Fist with the Battle Fury is what kills the Zoo off. And another thing, the Battle Fury like really accelerates his farm, because every time the zoo comes up, he's getting a lot of kills on those units that are worth a lot of money, and he can kill those red Necro units without any recompense, right? He doesn't have to worry about the last will damage.
That's true.
He's probably one of the best heroes, if not the best hero, at dealing with mass Necro bugs. Which I think might be the reason why Solo has been like, I'll just chill, I'll get my Blink Dagger first. I won't worry about rushing my Necro, because Funnick's doing well, he'll have his Necro unit soon, and I'll just be feeding him. At that point, I'll just be feeding him minions.
Yeah, extra gold. Well, he does need a bit of extra gold, because so far, I mean, if we're looking at where RoX.KiS is still dominating that list, and in terms of gold graph, the difference is not that big. I mean, it's still under 2K, which is really nothing. 25 minutes into the game, experience goes the same. But that's because it's a bit more spread on Na'Vi, but they really need Funnick to be the bigger one at this point.
Yes.
And we have, by the way, soon we have Roshan again. That's going to be an important factor again. RoX.KiS, of course, previous time, able to sneak it. I don't think they're going to be able to do that again.
Yeah, it's a very long Roche. I wonder if Sidor's Treant is going to last long enough to scout it.
It almost took the full 3 minutes to get back.
Navi's timing it perfectly, though.
They saw that smoke. I should have seen that.
Oh, no, Sidor's leaving the Treant, moving the Treant. The Treant would have saw it, I think. Oh, no, I think he would have run out in time.
Well, they do find themselves solo. Epicenter being used to take him down. Deafening Blast still comes out, and he makes himself invincible, and it looks like they don't have detection.
No vision.
Lesson number 1, bring detection.
And he used his Remnant to go in on, so I don't think they know Roche is up. No, he was in there long enough to know. Okay.
No. Yeah, he respawned. And an arrow from Marana as well.
So they know for sure.
Avo scouted it out as well. Can they fight this, though? I mean, obviously, RoX.KiS know what to do.
Scouts it out. RoX.KiS doesn't have vision.
No, but they know that it's there, because that was like the longest duration. Now he has to be up. There was 3 minutes. Has passed.
That's true, but RoX.KiS is all spread out over the map. Sidori's farming top.
Na'Vi getting that extra armor, helping out as well.
I think they're going to kill it.
Looks like they are.
They're not going to get there in time.
Nope, they scouted out only now, and Wolves, yeah, there we go. Ember getting it.
That's huge for Na'Vi.
They might get Lycan as well. Are they going to actually try and fight this? It doesn't look like it. Not for the moment.
They can't fight this right now.
Slay of Fist and jump out. Arrow will come out, but it's only hitting a Forge Spirit. Yeah, Na'Vi is disengaging. They're not ready yet. They want to have that Ember free.
Great timing by Na'Vi. They were able to, even though they didn't get the pick off on Solo, they were able to kind of force them back, and they kind of had control over the river for just long enough, right?
What is happening?
Oh, up top! Which actually, is that arrow going to make it?
Sunstrike! No, he's graved. He's fine.
He's got graved. Okay.
That was just creeps.
Those Necro units, man.
Yeah,
they do damage.
They're legit. They are.
They do the damage.
The gimmicky stretch. Ooh, that's a full Maelstrom for Moran. I like it. This is like
Maelstrom Mjolnir has come back into vogue for a lot of carries, and for good reason. It's a very good item.
Yeah. Moonlight Shadow, they want to fight bottom. Looks like RoX.KiS is aware that something is happening, though. They backed off. Almost seems like they actually scouted it out.
Smart.
Like, they run fast as well. Actually, they might not run fast enough.
Oh, Yo with the amazing steal.
Nice.
He got the Remnant and is able to get away.
And gets away.
Wow.
Still, though, maybe an arrow coming out. No, arrow is on cooldown, and it looks like maybe RoX.KiS is thinking about re-engaging.
That was amazing reaction time from Yo. Having the presence of mind and not panic. Seeing the Ember Spirit run at you, and before he can even get the Sleight of Fist off, stealing the Remnant and running away.
Just calmly turn around.
Turn around, steal, get away.
Yeah, it's very cool. As Sidor is getting chased down by a cat lady. I like the Mjolnir, mostly because of the effect lately. It seems like it's been rediscovered a bit.
Right. It's also good at clearing these zoo minions, right? The Chain Lightning procs.
Yeah. And you just put it on the Ember, and maybe not even on the Ember, because his Slay of Fisting was maybe for a long time. Oh, that's going to be a haste of Marana, but stuck in trees, still has a leap. Leaps away, leap stolen though. That is going to be run like hell. Sunstrike.
Oh, just off the mark. And this haste rune might mean she gets out.
Yeah, I think she will. Oh, we actually have Funnick jumping in from behind.
It's Solo with the Deafening Blast.
Yeah, careful there, Funnick. He has got enough mana to still get away, but he has to be careful. And he might not have mana for long. And there he goes. He actually goes down, loses the Aegis for it.
I think he's going to die twice. I don't think Na'Vi can get back to defend.
And he doesn't have Slayer. He
already threw out a Remnant.
Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. I was going to say, like, he doesn't have a Remnant up again, but he still had one left.
He didn't have enough mana to jump to it.
It felt a bit like a throw of...
or you can't always
of an Aegis, though.
It's weird. It's actually really good by Funnick. He knew he was going to die, and he actually... Because jumping doesn't actually cost... Well, no, jumping does cost. Okay, never mind. For some reason, I was thinking throwing out the Remnant costed, and jumping to it doesn't, but I got that turned around.
No.
And he is, instead of going for crit, didn't he go... He went Battle Fury, crit Battle Fury. last time. And instead, he's going to go.
But was that actually Funnick?
No, that wasn't fun. I'm saying the last Ember Spirit.
Yeah.
The last Ember Spirit we saw, which was Ferrari's, went Battle Fury, crit, Battle Fury. And he's just going to go double Battle Fury.
Battle Fury.
Which I think is good against all these units.
Yeah.
I think it's a good decision.
We have a BKB ready for the OD as well. Will be a 10-second one. I mean, Na'Vi is still losing towers. Go Black, what are you doing there, buddy? You got scouted out and instantly counter warded as well. And actually, as from Prisman, they might be able to catch him off. They have to kill him off twice. He has got borrowed time, of course. Ooh, nice dodge from him. Still getting slowed down. 4-staff to away, and might be enough. Yeah, he'll live. He'll pop his ult, but it's only 50-second cooldown. Nice sprout from Cedar as well. So if they would chase, they would have to take a detour around the trees. Scenic route. But yeah, they countered that ward, so that was a bit of a interesting venture into Dire Jungle that didn't really pay off.
And Solo, I think, is making the right decision. He's just going to forego the Necro Book and get a Scythe of Ice.
Yep.
To try to deal. Oh, and they're going to get a lift up. Trying to get away. Yeah. What a hero.
What a hero. Balanced Spirit. People have been saying it. I mean, if this game lasts long enough, are we going to see 3... like 2 rapiers and a backup rapier again?
If it comes to it, if RoX.KiS can't end this game early, he's probably going to get crit after this, and then I would start.
Is that enough to face RoX.KiS' lineup?
2 Battle Furies and crit, yeah.
2 Battle Furies, a crit, and 2 rapiers.
And then you get rapiers after that, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the game has to last long enough for them, and I mean, they have been losing some buildings. They still got 2 towers up, 2 tier 2 towers, of which one is not really going to be standing for much longer. That's one on the top lane.
And we're kind of reaching that average game length.
Yeah, Lycan.
Yeah, like the average game length is like 36 minutes. For Lycan, it's like 35 minutes. And after that, he starts to kind of lose efficacy, right? So he's going to kind of have to hold on for a little bit longer.
Has to farm a bit longer as well. I mean, has to get that Abyssal up that we talked about in the previous game.
Yep.
And his BKB is almost done. Actually, his BKB is done. The courier is bringing his recipe right now.
Yep. But RoX.KiS does have 2 Scythes.
Yes, although there's also 2 Battle Furies right now in Funnick, and actually Na'Vi is the one that's smoked up. There's a lot of new items for a new fight that might come, and actually what are you doing there? Seedoy coming in from the side, they want to go for Mirana, they hex her up once. Havos in trouble, Sunstrike coming out as well, he'll die. The rest of Na'Vi looking for revenge, thinking about coming in for the... They're actually gonna go in. BKB used soon as well, I would imagine. Epicenter does a lot of damage, and Seedoy might actually drop from this. He still does quite some damage, but it's actually OD that is doing most of it right now. He's already got a double kill, might be able to kill off Goblek as well when that burrow time ends, and they burrow strike him. They get 3, and Mirana is back in this as well. They get 4, can they get Yule as well? He's gonna try to TP out, but he won't be able to. He'll be dead. That's a triple kill for Dandy, and a team wipe.
That was an amazing engagement. It was very good presence of mind by Na'Vi too, knowing that they could go in.
Yeah, knowing that
we might be a hero down, but we have the advantage right now.
Yeah. The new items, and they used. I mean, they used the Scythe of Ice. They used a lot of Mirana.
Yes, they had already used a lot of Mirana. They'd already used one of the Scythes. So good decision.
Yep. I was mostly impressed with how long Dendi was able to hold off using his BKB. I mean, it's a 10-second BKB. Yeah. You don't want to use it too late, but he was very patient with it, popped it at the right time, and I take back what I said, because I said earlier that he didn't have that big of an impact, but this is what you wait for. This is what you know the patience was for. Right. That OD just dominating right there, and this is the time for OD to shine. This is the time where BKBs are going to be needed on not just Lycan, but on some more heroes as well.
The problem is now Na'Vi kind of dictates the pace of the game. Instead of the team with the 2 Necro Books being like, we're going to push you, hope you can deal with it, Na'Vi is really the team that is keeping RoX.KiS on their toes. We'll see a Scythe out on KuroKy.
Yeah, there's also Burst Strike up on Yule if they want to, but it's going to be KuroKy that jumps away. Yule still Burst Strikes, gets a heal as well, but it's not going to be enough. Funnick getting hexed up as well. They're taking a ton of damage, gets Grave, and still is able to get some more damage out. So far, it's only Rubik that died, and it is going to be RoX.KiS that back up. Oh, what are you doing there, KuroKy? You're dead. Well, aren't they going to be able to chase more? They might be able to. They burned some mana from Puppy. Oh, what are they doing? They're going to go back in. They actually get a double and snare. Solo already picked up straight away. This is going to be a no-wolf Lycan trying to run, get some wolves out, but will get picked up as well. That's another 3 dead on the side of RoX.KiS, and they're actually still chasing. Well, he teleported out. Goblek was able to get out on his Abad, and that's an important fight.
They got at this point in the game, and they're equal on towers. Na'Vi did a fantastic job of just dealing.
Yep.
Funnick got his Battle Fury fast enough. He was able to just destroy all of these zoos that were coming at him just in time. Navi did a fantastic job of making sure he got it at an early time. So.
Roshan back in 21 seconds.
Yeah,
so
it's firmly in the hand of Navi.
Yeah. This is control, and the graphs show it too. As especially experienced graphs, actually.
That roller coaster.
Yeah, this is a big drop, but it's right now for RoX.KiS. It comes down to split pushing, at least for the moment, until they maybe have maybe an Abyssal on the Lycan,
it's just
or
hard.
a Navi out of position.
It's gonna even be hard for them to just like split up to push, because they don't really. Without a Shadow Blade on the Nature's Prophet anyway to really get away, it's really hard for him to just solo push towers. I mean, he can do it, but then he's not there in fights using a Scythe.
Yeah.
It's tough. And Navi's going to get this probably.
Yeah. They haven't counter-warded everything at the moment, though.
They're just going to decide to not go for it.
They need everybody to be there, I guess, to actually do it fast and be able to survive the potential threat of a fight.
Funnick's got his Chrysalis now, and he's not even that far off from his day.
Ooh, they want to try to see if they can catch him. Blink forward from solo, doesn't get a Hex off though. And Funnick is already long out. This is really annoying to follow him with my camera. He's like jumping all over the place. Thank you for that, Funnick. But yeah, RoX.KiS now Roshan is up as well.
And KuroKy going for the Ags.
That's interesting.
You usually see Veils instead.
Yeah, Veils before Ags.
Aghanim's Veils technically gives you more damage.
Oh, Navi, they're chasing. They pop the drums. They're looking for a kill. Can they actually find someone? Waiting for Funnick. Getting the chains up. Look at y'all. He got critted. That's so painful. Hex up on Dendy, though. Dendy lifted up as well, but it doesn't matter. Funnick already got a kill. Hammer gets dropped, and it's going to be another 3 down, and maybe even more. Godlike trying to run, gets his shield up, tries to teleport out, and will be able to, actually. That's good for him, because otherwise they would have lost. Ooh, that was close for Dendy. Otherwise they would have lost their newly purchased gem, but it's not over yet. That's going to be Lycan picked up as well.
And they'll get a gem off that, too.
That is... yeah, that was their own gem, though, because that was Dazzle's gem.
Oh, yeah, they'll get it back.
Yeah, there were...
I mean, I'm surprised RoX.KiS was even toting the gem. I mean, they have 2 Necro 3s. I don't know, maybe I don't remember who had it. They might have been using it to deward, but...
No, they had, they still have their gem. They have it on the baton. But it's Dazzle. That was the first time the puppy actually died on his Dazzle today. Or this game, rather.
Wow.
So far, by the way, I've been talking about not dying. Funnick is 7-0-11.
Funnick's played out of his mind this game.
Yeah, he has. Godlike has to be careful. He still has borrow time, so he can be a bit cocky, but still, of course, actually, they're going to go in. They're going to be able to get Yul. Mechanism coming out as well. Mega kill for Vos as they pop the borrow time for Godlike. But that's one set of racks gone. Like, they are pushing the pushers, and they're not done. They're not backing off.
There's no reason. There's no reason for them to back up right now.
The reason for them to back off would be Roshan, in my opinion.
No, they should back up now. They don't have a creep wave, and everyone else is up. All the scary people are back up.
Yeah, you don't want to.
And Funnick's got his Daedalus now, so he wants to get that.
Yeah, he's so rich. There's 2 towers denied, by the way. The 2 last towers dropped. Both of them got denied. So some gold denied to RoX.KiS. I mean, Roshan is still up. Both teams will still want to have it. Are you thinking RoX.KiS is going to try to fight this?
The problem is if they don't
see him. They have the gem. KuroKy thinking he was safe, and he's going to actually lose his gem as well.
Now they can fight it.
Yeah. This is the gem that Navi had, so now there's 2 gems up on RoX.KiS.
And Navi knows they can't force this.
Yeah. We do have Scythe of Ice and Lincoln's now up, though, and actually buyback if they don't want to.
Oh, they're going to try to go in here.
Yeah.
They pop Shadow.
Moonlight Shadow, let's see what they can do here. There's still that gem up on the side of RoX.KiS. You see them getting forced back. That's a tree and already gone.
KuroKy's back, so...
Yeah, Navi, they want to probably make it work. Funnick is going to be the first one to jump in, gets his fist off. Only getting the chains off on one, though, an instant shield. Oh, Morana, what are you doing? Leaping forward, wants to get solo. It's actually Rubik that dies first. Dendy now getting attacked. He still has his BKB, doesn't want to use it straight away. Want to wait for that.
Oh, he just explodes him.
Oh, that's going to be Godlike. Where's my camera? There we go. That's going to be also a wolf trying to run from hell, but it's not going to happen. Hammers! And that kills. Team wipe. Team wipe. I mean... They even hexed up Necronomicons because it wasn't used at that fight. That's not even Roche. That's going to be...
This is free Roche and or Rax of your choosing.
Yeah, they're going to go Rax. They're going to go top lane through mid. They might even... Will they go for tier 4 straight away? No, they won't. Nah, it's too risky.
No. They can't kill it in 30 seconds. So.
Well, that's going to be our tier 3 down. In the meantime, bottom lane is pushing in favor of RoX.KiS, but at this point,
it's a weird choice for a glyph because they can't defend.
Yeah, they're just delaying. Because they can't also buy back, so they're just delaying, hoping that they won't go for tier 4s afterwards. And actually, they catch out Joel, the Burrow Strike was there, and the kill goes away. Funnick, of course. 10-0-15. Beyond godlike. Ember Spirit, Balance Spirit. Are we going to see a lot more
I don't think RoX.KiS can even fight now. I don't think that they're all full health. They all have their...
Oh, that's already a bad dead. That's Tito dead. That's GG. That has to be game. Funnick is just, like, he's a beast. I'm just going to go for tier 4. GG, well played, goes out. It's going to be Na'Vi facing MVP Phoenix. And it's going to be Empire versus RoX.KiS. The game that they were hoping to avoid, but they did it. Na'Vi did it.
Backs against the walls.
And Lycan loses again on Radiant side. What a game.
Yeah. I think that was just really good job by Na'Vi, realizing their previous mistakes with putting Funnick on Ember Spirit but not protecting him.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Do you think RoX.KiS could have had this in a different, like if they laned it differently perhaps? Or?
They did really well in the early game. It's just dealing with Ember Spirit and not being able to kill him a single time.
Yeah.
That was the issue. Because he was able to get that Battle Fury up fast enough to deal with the Necro unit. So it was like, okay, we're going to get 3 heroes that summon units, we're going to push you, and we're going to build items that summon units on those heroes, and we're going to run at you. And they were able to deal with it with the Ember Spirit, with the Sand King, and with Mirana even getting a Mjolnir. They just dealt with it early. They were able to protect the Ember Spirit to the point where he just got out of control. So the only thing RoX.KiS could have done better is roam on the Ember Spirit, but Na'Vi did such a good job of protecting him. I don't even know if that would have been successful.
No, and they had an Abaddon and a Rubik. You already mentioned that Abaddon is not the greatest roaming hero at all.
Neither is Rubik. He's okay. Yeah, Rubik's good with a pair. Like if he's got someone else that can do damage.
The lift-off sets up for something.
Right. It's not very good with an Abaddon.
No, unless you go for Curse of Avernus. Yeah. Yay.
That's why you saw Sidoi go.
Yeah.
So involved with the game.
He was the one that was such a playmaker early on. That was such an important hero for
Sidoi needed to do what he did in the early game, except do it to the Ember Spirit, and that didn't really happen. So.
No, a tough hero to take down regardless.
No, it really is.
Yeah, so that means that we have our group endings. This was, of course, a tiebreaker.
Yep.
So today we're still going to have 2 best-of-3s, the semi-finals for the winners bracket.
Yes.
That means we're going to have DK versus IG first. That's going to be our first old Chinese matchup.
Yes, I can't wait.
Yeah, that's going to be really exciting.
Chinese behemoths.
And I mean, the game after that, I actually have learned that it will be the first time that EG in this capacity, I mean, even without MV, will face Alliance. Yeah. Ever. Yeah. So that's going to be insane.
It's the war of Alex Garfield.
Yes. This is the war of Alex Garfield.
He's just smiling because either way he wins, right?
Either way he wins, true. Well, it's going to be a great matchup as well. Like, I'm looking forward to those 2. And of course, tomorrow we're going to start off with the loser brackets, I believe. And then we're going to indeed see Empire versus RoX.KiS and Na'Vi versus MVP Phoenix. And
fun games.
Some good games coming.
It was a joy to cast with you. It was great. First time. We've worked together a lot in the past, but never in quite this capacity.
Never casting together before. It was fun. It was fun. I hope people at home enjoyed it too. For the rest of the matches, you will be having LD and Merlini back, and if everything goes smooth, they will be casting the rest of the event. I mean, they just needed a break because their voices broke up. Otherwise,
if they don't have energy, flame them. Because they got naps.
Yeah, they got sleeps. Like, they went to hotels and slept, or at least that's true for Merlini. LD was actually at the venue the whole time.
You just, if they would have gone, they would have been casting for, what, like 14, 15 hours a day? You just can't do that.
No, and if they would, then they would not have any voices. And
for the finals.
Yeah, and we would have casted the entire event. That wouldn't be bad. Damn, I should have boycotted that.
We got sabotaged.
Yeah, but if you want to support us, you can of course follow us on Twitter at Kpoptosis for Mekocaster and at Cheever Gaming for myself. So make sure you do that. So show your support, and thank you for the support already shown, because that's really, really appreciated. And we're going to be, regardless, be back here on camera in between the games, providing you with more in-between analysis, and I'm hoping to be able to get some interviews up as well. It's really also up to the players, like how much time they want to prepare for the matches. So I have
should be able to send someone from Na'Vi. They're done for the day.
True, I probably will be able to do that. But I have still got confirmation that I will be able to get Chuan on here at some point. Ice as well. So don't worry, IG and DK are also covered. And we're going to have some good interviews. Some more of EG as well, because yesterday's interview with Universe was cut short.
Yes.
So there's a lot of extra content coming your way still.
Arteezy interviews really well, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe I will pick him up. I will also interview regardless Envy, because that's also set up already. So there's like...
So don't go anywhere. Don't turn off the stream.
Well, it's not going to happen straight away, but but you shouldn't turn off the stream anyway. Don't get like DKIG. Seriously, don't miss that. Like, no.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So thank you for supporting us and for joining us, and well, enjoy your day. I think. Stick around.
Bye, guys.